Welcome back to Shem's Universe. So today, guys, we're going to discuss birth number 24. So the birth number of 24 consists of number 2, which would be the moon, number 4, which would be Rahu, and then we get number 6, which stands for Venus. So the number 2, in which very emotionally volatile, you get somebody who has that watery nature, as we've discussed in other videos. We have the number 4, which of course stands for Rahu, which is extremely pragmatic. It gives fame as well. Has some dark tendencies to it. It's like a shadow of the moon, or I should say a shadow of the sun, actually. Ketu would be shadow of the moon. But you do get someone who is just they have a very interesting or out of the ordinary personality when they have the 4 in their compound number as well. And then you get number 6, which is very charming, highly attractive because of the features of Venus. So these people like to be in supportive and comforting environments. They do not like to argue very much. It actually does overwhelm them. They like to be emotionally stable and not feel like everything is going within a lot of volatility. Basic characteristics, I would say, for people born the 24th are that they are very hard workers. They do not like to fail. Very neurotypical in the sense that they live within their mind. They're very creative. But they tend to not let their artistic expression actually show. They'll go the safe route with whatever they do. And that, I would say, if you are a birth number 24, is your biggest weakness. You can't allow your emotional needs to overthrow your ambition, meaning your need for safety is going to overthrow your potential. Where potential lies, there's always going to be more risk than reward. But you have to understand that your reward needs to be something that you're willing to pretty much die for. This is something that 9s don't have a problem with, are 1s, because they just view everything as around them. They're very self-centered, so that emotional volatility doesn't exist there. They just see it as, I need to have this, it's mine, I'm going to go get it. I'm not saying develop those skills exactly. What I am saying is that you need to understand that you need to have a certain level of selfishness in order to succeed. This is a very supporting number due to the fact that it's all negative numbers. The negative numbers are 2, 4, 6, and 8. Positive ones are 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. And that's why there's a lot of big differences here, because those positive numbers are very much about doing and they're more about themselves in comparison to negative numbers, which are more about receiving and also giving out good vibes, I would say. So they're more about like caring about catering to others and about what they think, whereas the odd numbers, the positive ones like 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, are more so giving out a sort of energy. They don't really care about anybody else in that sense. I'm not saying they're not caring people, but deep inside they don't need other people for reassurance. Those numbers are very, very self-sufficient in comparison to the even numbers that may need a little bit more help and that positive pat on the back every now and then. So if you understand this, understand that's your birth number, which is your conscious mind, you'll understand that you need to overcome that need for emotional security in order to actually get what you want out of life. You need to make life your game and not let the life treat you like a game. So it's also going to affect what your life path number is and your expression number. If you have this conscious number, meaning your birth number is 24, you need to look at life from a different angle. You need to start looking at it from a sense of, how can I use my artistic expression and put it on the world? You want to use the creativity of the 6. You want to use the subconscious imagination of the 2. And you want to use the pragmatism of the 4 to make a real impact. The one I noticed that you will neglect if you're a birth number 24 is that you'll neglect the 4. You'll neglect that need of pragmatism, of actually being the black sheep. The 4 needs to express itself within you, because if it doesn't, you're not going to have success. It's actually as simple as that. You won't have success unless you actually go and take it. Careers I'd recommend, things like therapy, counseling, gardening, interior decorating. Anything that would really either help you help others, or where you can view it as some way where you can actually use your artistic expression on something. That's why I say interior designing, even wedding planning, things like that, photography. You need to have that sort of passion in order to reach the next level. I think that when you guys get your passion, meaning get your sense of artistic expression, you then can move on to finding a business for it or finding how to market it in the real world. So that would be my suggestions for the 24. Aside from that, there isn't really much to say in that sense unless you guys have individual questions for me. So I'm going to leave it there. I'll be back with number 25 tomorrow. Please, guys, like, subscribe. I can't say it enough. Holla at me. I'll be back, guys. Thank you.